if you fellas out there are kind of struggling on a way to come up with a creative way to pop that big question, will you marry me, of course, we've got a solution for you. This is Saber Stutz from Southern Posh Productions, and you guys are doing something pretty cool now.
Yes. Well, we've been doing the wedding planning for a while now, and as we were listening to different proposal stories, some of the girls didn't think that it was as well planned out as it probably could be. So we thought, we're helping the girls plan for a special day, and the special day in a guy's life is proposing. So we thought, hey, guys a lot of times have great ideas, they just don't know how to execute them. So we've come up with some great ideas to help guys find that perfect way to pop the question.
This is a brilliant idea. I have never heard of anyone doing this before, and when you told me, I thought, why has no one done this before? I'm sure you thought the same thing, and it's a wonderful idea. So how does it actually work when someone calls you and they say they need some help? What do you do from there?
Well, just like the wedding planning, there's several different packages that they can pick from. They can, do just the minimal, and we just basically give them different ideas if they're, coming up with a blank on how they really want to pop that question. But we'll get to know them as a couple. We'll have him, tell us about her and really come up with a customized solution to fit their needs.
Okay.
And then if a guy already has an idea, another package that we have is we just help him execute his idea. Okay. And then, of course, the guys that need it all need help with the idea and help executing. We can do that as well.
I love that. So now, do you have certain things like, this is the Scrabble production, this is the paintbrush production? Like, do you have ones you already have set, or how does that work?
We have some generic ones. Like this one is, it's kind of a vintage, rustic look. But then everybody has a customized look that they're really wanting, to fit that exact couple. So we try not to say, oh, well, you have to pick the Scrabble or the tropical theme. We try to customize it to fit them.
I love that. Well, I'm sure you guys are going to have so much fun with this. You guys can go to southernposhproductions.com for more information, and we're going to be back in just a little bit with Sabra to hear what other ideas she's cooking up, so you guys make sure to stick with us. We're going to be back with more Good Day right after this. Saber Stutz from Southern Posh Productions, and they are now helping boyfriends come up with the perfect proposal. And so I'm sure you've heard and seen tons of different proposal ideas. Do you have a favorite one that you've seen so far?
I really like this idea. As you can imagine, it's hard to recreate the perfect proposal in a news studio. But for example, this one, we went out to a location and there was beautiful trees and everything, and we had lanterns lining the walkway that she walked to, and then at the end of the walkway was a big, gorgeous, setup similar to this, a little bit more extravagant. And then he had written, little notes to her and things like that. And the box was actually closed when she got there. Yeah. And then he came in, opened it and, got down on a knee and asked her the question. So
sweet.
I really like this one because, it's, very familiar to what's, down in South and everything.
Of course. Okay, so proposals are getting so big nowadays. I've seen underwater, I've seen flash mobs, parachuting, farmers riding it in their farmland.
Yes.
How do you feel about these proposals just getting so out there and so crazy?
As a woman, I'm excited because it gives me something to look forward to. I know guys are probably a little bit scared, so that's why, we've come up with proposal planning so that, they can hit the mark just right.
Right. And now you've mentioned a good point. Whoever your future fiance is going to have some big shoes to fill because you've been planning all these crazy things. Poor guy, he's probably going to be so scared.
Well, he shouldn't be, because at first he's going to come in and we're just going to get to know him and her as a couple. Obviously, she won't be there, but he'll be telling us about her. And, we'll customize a plan that is not, too extravagant. We don't want to scare him away or, deter him from proposing.
Sure.
But we'll come up with something that's just for them.
Good. And now, what about women? I have heard of women proposing to their boyfriend, and I'm kind of traditional, so I'm kind of shocked at all of that, but I think some people do it. What do you think about it?
If a woman comes to me and she wants a creative idea to propose to a man, of course we'll come up with something. I think, like you, down south, everybody's a little bit more traditional, so we haven't had that yet, but bring it on.
Yeah,
we'll do it.
It happens. This is 2013.
Absolutely.
Okay, so just kind of a little recap if people are just joining us.
Yes.
Tell us about what Southern Posh Productions is offering.
Okay, Southern Posh Productions started out as a wedding planning company, and we were, coming up with great wedding ideas, and a lot of the women were telling us how they wished their man had put in a little more thought into the proposal. So we've decided to come up with proposal planning, and we help the guy do the perfect proposal that fits him and his future fiance, hopefully.
There you go. So you guys contact southernposhproductions.com right there on your screen if you'd like more information. And again, Sabra, thank you so much for coming on, and can't wait to hear how this goes.
I'm excited. Thank you.
All right, Chris, over